Do you have any idea how much of your future you are throwing away simply because you cannot keep your mouth shut? You wake up in the morning with a vision, a spark of divine intelligence, a glimpse of the wealth that is meant for your bloodline. And before your feet even touch the floor, you are on the phone telling your best friend or your cousin about it. You think you are sharing your excitement. I am here to tell you that you are committing spiritual suicide. You are literally inviting the vultures of envy to come and pick apart your harvest before the seed has even broken through the dirt. I am Rabbi Boaz. For 4 decades, I have lived within the deep architecture of the Kabbalah, studying the laws of machshava, thought, and dibur, speech. I have seen million-dollar ideas evaporate into nothing because the dreamer was too spiritually retarded to understand that a dream is a pregnant vessel. And just as a woman does not invite strangers to poke and prod at her womb while she is carrying a child, a man of wealth never allows the uncircumcised ears of the jealous to hear the secrets of his soul. Today, I am going to expose the law of manifestation theft. I am going to show you why telling your dreams to the wrong person is the fastest way to trigger a mazal crash. I will reveal the ancient Talmudic secret that all dreams follow the mouth, and I will give you the silence protocol that Jewish billionaires use to protect their visions until they are backed by solid gold. If you are ready to stop being a leak and start being a vault, hit that like button right now. And I want you to go to the comments and type these 4 words: "My vision is sealed." Do it now. If you do not have the discipline to declare your silence in a comment section, you will never have the strength to hold your tongue when the demon of gossip starts scratching at your throat. Let's get one thing straight. My competitors, like Rabbi Shion or Rabbi Morai, will tell you that sharing is caring. They are playing to your middle-class sensitivity. They want you to stay nice and poor. I am here to make you guarded and rich. In our tradition, there is no story more famous and more misunderstood than the story of Joseph the Dreamer. Everyone talks about Joseph's coat of many colors, but no one talks about his initial stupidity. Joseph had a dream that he would rule over his family. What did he do? He ran to his brothers, the very people who already resented him, and he told them every detail. He exposed his mazal before it was armored. And what was the result? He was thrown into a pit, sold into slavery, and spent years in an Egyptian dungeon. Joseph didn't get to the throne because he told his dreams. He got to the throne despite it, after he learned the hard lesson of spiritual stealth. You are currently in your own pit because you have Joseph's mouth, but you don't have Joseph's protection. Every time you tell a jealous relative about the business you want to start or the promotion you are up for, you are handing them a remote control to your destiny. Because they are vibrating at the frequency of lack, their very observation of your dream act as a signal jammer. They don't even have to say anything negative. Their internal ayin hara, the evil eye of resentment, is enough to create a spiritual short circuit in your manifestation. The Talmud teaches a principle that should make you tremble. A dream that is not interpreted is like a letter that is not read. But it goes deeper. It says that the dream follows the interpretation. This means that the reality of your dream is not fixed until it is spoken into existence. When you tell your dream to a person who secretly hates your progress, and they give you a pitying look or say, "Oh, that sounds risky," they have just interpreted your wealth into poverty. They have used their mouth to seal your grave. Billionaires understand that a vision is a high-voltage frequency. It requires a lead-lined vessel to contain it. That vessel is silence. The moment you speak a vision to an unfiltered ear, you are grounding the electricity. You are letting the power leak into the ground where it can do nothing. The first reason you must never tell your dreams is the law of observation. In quantum physics, scientists have discovered that the act of observing a particle changes its behavior. The Kabbalah taught this thousands of years ago. When a negative soul observes your positive vision, they collapse the wave of possibility into a particle of failure. They fix your potential into a limited form. This is why the wealthiest families in New York and London operate in shadow empires. They don't announce what they are building until the building is already finished. By the time the jealous neighbors see it, it is too late for their envy to stop it. It is already solidified. You, however, are dumb. You are live streaming your internal world to people who can't even pay their own electric bills. You are asking for validation from people who are committees of mediocrity. A billionaire never asks a saver what they think of an investment. A king never asks a peasant what they think of a strategy. And a master of mazal never asks a leech what they think of a dream. If you want to unblock your wealth, you must perform the midnight seal tonight. You have leaked too much of your life already. Your financial signal is currently covered in the static of other people's opinions. We are going to reset the frequency. But I know some of you are still making excuses. You say, "But Rabbi, I need support. I need someone to talk to." This is the poverty demon speaking through you. You don't need support. You need results. If you cannot survive without the applause of people who haven't accomplished anything, then you are a performer, not a provider. Performers get likes. Providers get land. Which one do you want? This leads me to a very serious warning. You are watching this video and you are feeling a spiritual jolt. But by tomorrow afternoon, you will be at a coffee shop or on a Zoom call, and you will feel that urge to brag. You will feel that hunger to be seen. You will want to tell someone about the big move you are making. This is exactly why I created the Mazal Reconstruction. Listen to me, because this is the middle of the script where I tell you the truth about your addiction to approval. You are currently trading your $1,000,000 future for a 5-minute ego boost. The Mazal Reconstruction ebook is the lock for your vault. In this book, I reveal the 7 gates of the body, the specific ways that envy enters your system through your ears and eyes, and how to sanctify them every morning. I show you the law of the hidden ledger, exactly how to track your progress in total secrecy so that the universe keeps adding to you without the other side noticing. And I give you the midnight script of the fortress, the phonetic Hebrew codes that create a spiritual Faraday cage around your mind while you sleep, ensuring that no one can remote view or intuition steal your ideas. The link is in the description. If you are too cheap to invest in the defense system of your soul, then you have already invited the thief to dinner. A billionaire buys protection. A poor man buys distraction. The choice is yours. Now let us move to the mouth-to-vessel connection. Now let us discuss the interpretation trap. This is where the manifestation theft becomes a legal reality in the heavenly courts. Most of you think that a hater's opinion is just noise. You are wrong. In the Talmud, there is a story of a man who went to 24 different dream interpreters in Jerusalem. Each one gave him a different interpretation, and every single one of those interpretations came true. Why? Because the sages established a terrifying law. All dreams follow the mouth. This means that the potential of your vision is like unshaped clay. The person who names the dream is the one who shapes the dream. When you tell your dream of starting a real estate empire to your brother-in-law, who is a saver living in fear, and he says, "The market is too high, you'll probably lose your shirt," he isn't just giving advice. He is interpreting your clay into a broken pot. He has used his mouth to anchor your vision to the frequency of loss. Because you gave him the dream, you gave him the jurisdiction to ruin it. You are being spiritually retarded if you don't see that your failure was signed and witnessed at that very moment. A Jewish billionaire knows that the other side, the Sitra Achra, cannot read your thoughts. The demons and the vultures of envy are blind to what is happening inside your mind. But the moment you speak it into the air, you materialize the data. You give the accuser a target. You are effectively putting a bounty on your own success. This is why you must perform the dream sealing ritual tonight. You have been leaking your future for years. Your vessel of provision is currently covered in the fingerprints of people who don't want you to succeed. We are going to wipe the surface and seal the portal. Tonight, at the hour of the Watchers, which is the first hour after you wake up from a dream, you must do this. Step 1. Do not speak. Do not check your phone. Do not look at your spouse. The first 10 minutes of your morning are sacred space. If you speak to a human before you speak to the source, you ground the dream's energy. Step 2. Take a glass of pure water. In the Kabbalah, water is chesed, mercy. It is the medium of flow. Step 3. Hold the glass in both hands and visualize the dream you just had. See the finished result, the money in the account, the keys to the building, the peace in your home. Step 4. Recite the phonetic code of the Sam-Ekah. The letter Samek is a circle. It represents support and sealing. It is the only letter in the Hebrew alphabet that is completely closed. It is the fortress. Whisper these words into the water. I seal the vision in the circle of the king. No mouth but the master's shall interpret. No eye but the master's shall see. It is hidden, and so it shall manifest. Step 5. Drink the water. You are internalizing the frequency. You are moving the dream from the ether into your physical cells. By drinking the interpretation, you ensure that the only person who can shape the clay is you. But I know the poverty loop is strong in your head. You think, but Rabbi, I need someone to talk to. Let me tell you the 3 people you can actually tell protocol. Because a billionaire is not a hermit. He is a commander. He has a war room, but he doesn't invite the janitors into the war room. Person number 1. The source. Your spouse. But, and this is a billionaire warning, only if your spouse is aligned. In my video about treating your wife like a source of wealth, I explained that a man and woman are one body. If your wife is a woman of bitachon, trust, her interpreting your dream is like you interpreting it. But if your spouse is a vessel of fear, then you must stay silent even toward her. Abraham did not tell Sarah he was going to sacrifice Isaac until they were on the mountain. He protected the mission from the emotion. Person number 2. The mentor. Your rabbi or coach. A mentor is someone who is already at the destination you are dreaming of. If you have a dream of making $10 million, you can tell a man who has already made $50 million. Why? Because he isn't jealous of your crumbs. He has the high-frequency interpretation that will actually accelerate your vision. If you tell your dream to a man who is smaller than you, he will shrink it. If you tell it to a man who is bigger than you, he will expand it. Person number 3, the strategic partner. This is the person who has a financial liability in your success. A billionaire only trusts people who are invested. If someone's own parnasa depends on your dream coming true, they will interpret it with success vibration. Everyone else is a tourist, and tourists are dangerous. I see many of you in the comments of my competitors asking for free advice and dream interpretations. You are being dumb. You are throwing your holy sparks to the dogs. This is exactly why I put everything into the Mazal reconstruction. Most of you are manifestation targets. You are walking around with your dreams on your sleeve, and the vampires of Mazal are having a feast on your energy. In the ebook, I reveal the mirror shield technique, how to look into someone's eyes while they are trying to gossip pull information from you, and reflect their own lack back at them so they leave you alone. I show you the law of the 40-day silence, the specific time frame that every major Jewish business deal stays hidden before it is announced to the world. If you announce too early, the static will kill the deal. And I give you the engraving of the Samek, the exact way to draw this letter on your business documents to ensure they are invisible to the evil eye of your competitors. The link is in the description. The Mazal reconstruction is the vault for your future. If you value a $20 bill more than the armor of your billion-dollar vision, then you are a peasant by choice. A billionaire understands that privacy is a luxury that you must purchase. Now, let us move to the mouth-to-market theft. Now, let us discuss the law of the social energy sink. Most of you are failing because you are addicted to the cheap dopamine of approval. When you have a massive vision, a dream that could shift the wealth of your family for the next 4 generations, it creates a tension in your soul. This tension is the propellant. It is the fuel that forces you to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, to study the market, and to execute your strategy with the precision of a diamond cutter. But because you are emotionally weak and spiritually undisciplined, you cannot handle that tension. You feel the weight of the dream, and you want to vent it. So what do? You go to lunch with your friends, and you spill the beans. You tell them about the big move you are making, and because they are polite, they smile and say, "Wow, that sounds great." In that moment, you have just experienced a social energy sink. Your brain, which is a dumb biological machine compared to your soul, cannot tell the difference between doing the work and talking about the work. By getting the approval of your friends, your brain releases the reward chemicals as if you had already made the $1 million. The tension is gone. The fuel is drained. You walk away from that lunch feeling satisfied, but you have lost the hunger required to actually manifest the result. You have traded your empire for a compliment. You are being spiritually retarded if you don't see that your conversation was a literal financial drain. Billionaires don't seek compliments. They seek compliance from the material world. They understand that the holy sparks of a dream are meant for action, not for air. If you watch a Jewish billionaire during a massive acquisition, he is silent, he is heavy. He is carrying the weight of the vision because he knows that if he vents it even once, the pressure in the system will drop and the deal will stall. This brings us to the Midnight Fortress Decree. This is the heavy shielding you need to prevent the leeches from sensing your vision while you are vulnerable in sleep. The sages teach that during sleep, the soul ascends and leaves a residue of its travels in the subconscious. If you are not sealed, the vultures of the Sitra Achra can pick up your frequency and send static into your morning mind. Tonight, at exactly 12:44 a.m., the hour when the gates of judgment are most active, you must stand in the center of your room. You are going to inscribe the air with your voice. Speak this phonetic code of the fortress with absolute bitachon, certainty. Alti ra mepa chad pit om. I am the vault of the king. My visions are wrapped in the cloak of the Samek. I blind the eye of envy. I silence the mouth of the accuser. My mazal is a secret held by the master alone. From the hidden world to the revealed world, it shall manifest in silence. Baruch Shem Kodesh. It is sealed. When you speak this at midnight, you are telling the invisible realm that you are no longer a target. You are declaring yourself a sovereign entity. You are fortifying your subconscious so that when you wake up, your vision is pure and untouched by the doubt of your relatives or the static of the world. But let's be honest. Some of you will do this decree and then tomorrow you will leak again. You are compulsive talkers. You are ego-driven peasants. You would rather look like a success to your neighbors than be a success in your bank account. You are stupid with your most valuable asset, your spiritual privacy. This is why you have reached the end of the free road. You have watched this video. You have the ritual. You have the protocols of the three people. You have the Midnight Fortress Decree. But 99% of you will still fail. You will fail because you don't have a systemic guard. You have Joseph's mouth, and you will end up in Pharaoh's pit because you don't know how to reconstruct your mazal from the ground up. If you are the 1%, the person who is ready to shut the world out and draw the wealth in, then you need the manual. I am talking about the mazal reconstruction. Listen to me, and listen well. This is the hard CTA. If you do not click the link in the description right now, you are making a choice. You are choosing to remain a spiritual sieve. You are choosing to let the vultures of envy eat your children's inheritance. You are telling the universe, I am a peasant, and I don't deserve the armor of kings. In the Mazal Reconstruction ebook, I don't give you encouragement. I give you execution. I reveal the bloodline cord-cutting protocol, how to disconnect your financial energy from the poverty vibration of your ancestors. If your father was poor and his father was poor, you are encoded for lack. I show you how to delete the code. I give you the 7 forbidden topics, the things you must never, ever discuss, even with your best friend, or you will trigger a market crash in your own life within 7 days. I show you the geometry of the hidden ledger, how to record your financial goals using Hebrew numerical coding, so that they are illegible to the forces of the other side. And I expose the Ma'aser stealth secret, how to give your 10% in a way that blinds the accuser so that for every dollar you give, the universe is legally required to return 100. Most of you are giving in a way that announces your wealth to the vultures. I show you how to give in the shadows. The link is in the description. It is also pinned in the first comment. The price of this book is a filter. It is designed to keep the broke and lazy away from the holy fire. If you are crying about the cost of a book, then stay in the dirt. I don't want your energy in the reconstruction. I only want the kings. A billionaire understands that information is the only real currency. A poor man thinks time is his currency. That is why the billionaire owns the poor man's time. Which one are you? Click the link. Buy the book. Read it before you speak another word to a human being. Perform the dream-sealing ritual tomorrow morning. And for the sake of your mazal, keep your mouth shut. I am Rabbi Boaz. I have given you the keys to the vault. It is up to you to turn the lock. Go to the comments right now. Type, I am a silent vault. Subscribe to this channel because I am going to continue to shatter every poverty illusion that has been placed upon your soul. The dream is the seed. The silence is the soil. The wealth is the harvest. Don't let them steal your seeds. Shalom.